In this video net interview I'm speaking with Giles Wilson, Head of Technology, Solution Area TV at Ericsson. Hello Giles.
Hi John, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Ericsson Consumer Labs have just finished one of their big studies on consumer behaviour and found that half of people are now watching internet on demand content every week at least. I mean, are you surprised that that figure's so high at this point?
I think at this point it doesn't surprise me because there's some interesting things there. That the service that they're being offered by the internet providers is different from what they're getting on the majority of TV platforms. But the thing you have to also look at is many of the studies show that people who watch more internet content also watch more traditional TV content.
And do you think that ultimately that will plateau because there's only a certain portion of the population who want to watch video on a PC? Or could it, because of connected devices like TVs, go right over to the old, if you like, the traditional TV viewing public?
I think it does go over the traditional TV viewing public. It will continue to expand as people start to consume on different devices, but I think rather than going to different providers to access content on those devices, it'll all be coming from the traditional TV.
And what does this mean for the future of broadcast TV or even live television?
Well, as I said, what we see is people who watch on those other devices and over-the-top content actually also watch more traditional TV. It drives consumption, and I think once the traditional operators can bring true multi-screen offerings, that's going to really expand the amount of consumption on all of the devices. And the other thing is that I think linear TV is still the foundation of TV services and still one of the most important services. Viewing hours are still increasing, so I think there's still a bright future for traditional broadcast TV as well.
So is broadcast TV the base from which a pay TV operator can expand people onto the on-demand and the video?
Absolutely. Broadcast TV is still where people go for all their by-appointment viewing, for their live sports events and the linear. So I think the rest of these services are add-on, and you will see more time shift TV, etc. But definitely the foundation of the service is the linear TV service, and that's where all the eyeballs are most of the time, and therefore a lot of the ad revenue. A lot of people are watching on the internet every week, but they're not watching the hours and they're not getting the CPMs from the advertising.
One of the other findings for the study was that 37% of people said they would be very interested in a tablet-style remote control, and I find that surprising given that that should be an alien concept to consumers right now because they're not in the public domain. I mean, did you find that surprising?
We found it a little bit surprising, but then when you look at it in more detail and you look at how people are now using smartphone devices and web technologies, I think the concept, when explained to the user, it's appealing instantly and very understandable for them. So.
And what could be the benefits for the operators? I mean, I can see from the consumer point of view, having seen the devices, it's very compelling. I mean, from an operator point of view, is this just a value add for extra loyalty, or can they drive more revenue with them?
I think there is a loyalty aspect to it, but I think it's more than that. You can drive more revenues, you can drive consumption from your on-demand catalogue, you can make your on-demand catalogue more personalised, more accessible, more searchable, and more interactive, and also target specific recommendations at individual users. But not only that, you can move on from there and with operator-based application stores enable application download to those tablet devices to enable other revenue-generated services that the users will be interested in.
And do you think that ultimately TV will be a companion screen experience with a second screen that integrates and is complementary to the main TV?
I do think that it will only be one element of the TV experience. I think there will be multiple devices in the home used by multiple users, but all those devices used in a coordinated way and for different aspects of the overall service. And there's really two aspects. There's the consumer view, if you like, which is that multi-screen usage. And then also, if we're looking at it from the operator point of view, more of a multi-platform play, actually looking at how you can deliver those services, both the interactivity and the media itself, across multiple access technologies at the same time.
Okay, all right. Well, Giles, thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.